Toby Foster. Bigger at breakfast on today's BBC Radio Sheffield.
So, good morning, Toby Foster, BBC Radio Sheffield, Bigger at breakfast. Now, you might remember last week, I think it was last Wednesday, we met Nick Hamilton and Dr. David James from Sheffield Hallam University's Sport Pulse team, who were about to undertake the Drambuie Challenge at the weekend. Over 250 teams entered the competition, and the team from Hallam, or HallamBuie as they were known, made it to the final 10. They join us now to tell us how they got on. Morning, chaps. Thanks very much indeed for coming back in.
Good morning.
Right, you've done the challenge.
We did.
How was it?
It was brilliant. An absolutely amazing weekend.
What did you have to do? What did it entail?
Started out by surviving a night of Scottish weather on a campsite in a tent.
I mean, we've done a lot of camping in a lot of silly places, but this was ridiculous. I mean, it was like trying to sleep in a jet engine.
Really? Was it that bad?
Like gale force 5 winds. Just it was horrific.
Absolutely horrific.
Oh, that bit sounds great. I could quite enjoy that bit. It's what comes next that worries me.
So after no sleep at all that night, we were up at 6 to start the event, and we started on powerboat. So we were racing across around the Isle of Skye on these incredibly powerful powerboats.
These championship drivers were like racing us around between these buoys at 50 miles an hour and sort of throwing us around.
Really?
Sort of throwing 3Gs going around corners and just holding on for grim death, really.
So that woke us up quite well.
I can imagine, yes. So you've had no sleep, then you've gone onto the powerboats, and then you went on to...
Oh, we did. We sort of did a big stage. We had to sort of cycle up a big hill, then sort of run up a big mountain, do some climbing, abseiling. Then we had to finish that stage. Did some whitewater rafting. Did another stage. We did a big mountain bike race. Did some sort of off-road buggy racing,
and then that took us down then to the final stage. So all those stages were all about the points, which then gave us a kind of a time advantage or disadvantage as it was.
Yeah.
So we went into the final stage, which was a Canadian canoe race,
right,
in second place with a 10-second deficit, which we managed to make up quite quickly.
Yeah.
And then you went and flipping won the thing. Which is fantastic.
So we just sort of put it down really, and I guess just
unbelievably we won. I mean, we all crossed the line just in complete disbelief. Looking at each other, we've done it, lads. It was incredible.
And who were you up against?
There was sort of a lot of different teams, really. I mean, there was a bit of a kind of a mix. I mean, lads like us, really, who kind of fancy it, just saw it as a great, what a wonderful opportunity to go and do this thing and sort of put our teams together. There's quite a few. Quite a few media kind of ish teams.
It's a big PR event for the Drambuie, really. So
sure.
So it's kind of guys from like GQ magazine and lots of reporters.
I mean, surely you're going to beat the media.
Actually,
we did.
I have to say, I think it was interesting. We did really well at anything that involved like basically running fast or cycling. Like we sort of we kind of beat the other guys. But then there was all sorts of other things like like archery. How do you throw? And things like the rafting and the buggying and the jet boating.
We had our sort of fair share of bad luck over the day as well. So
really?
We kind of evened it out.
I suppose there's some stuff like rafting and buggying. There's going to be a luck of the draw.
Oh, absolutely. I think we seem to have a sort of a big magnet for rocks on our boat. Just get stuck on everything.
But when it comes to running or cycling, I think you're going to beat the media, who probably spent their time training in the local pub, didn't they? Do you actually win anything, or is it just?
I mean, this is a slight bone of contention. Actually, I shouldn't go into this. But the last two, we didn't do it to win anything.
We never thought we were going to win a prize.
I can hear the word "but" coming.
But we found out when we were there that the previous year's winners went to New York. The year before that, the guy.
It's Monaco. The year before that.
Okay. This year they decided to put that money that it cost back into the event.
So that's very kind of them, isn't
it? Very nice for everyone else. Yeah.
The MD of Drambuie had a big grin on his face. He said that to us.
I bet he did.
Yeah, but no, I think we get invited back next year. They have there's like a European Championship, just like the UK one. So they have like a European one.
But I mean, to be fair, it was a brilliant day. We went there not thinking we were going to win anything. So I mean, we don't, unless had we not been told, it would be fine. It would be fine.
Still, Monaco would be nice, wouldn't it?
Would be very nice.
I'm sure they've got a box at the Grand Prix or something they could put you in. Do you think that you had not an unfair advantage, but your sports science background help you out?
I think slightly. I mean, I think we I guess one thing
we trained very hard.
Yeah.
I mean, we really kind of put that to a good advantage, I think. We were probably some of the fittest people there as a whole team. There are definitely individuals who are fitter than us, but
there's like a guy done done the Commonwealth Games 3 times in the decathlete. So they kind of like there were like real athletes there as well. But as a team, we were really good. And I think it's just the fact that we in our work we work a lot with professional athletes and professional sports organisations and stuff. So we kind of know that the bar can be very high, and we were kind of like expecting some.
We were fairly driven by it, really.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
We wanted to do well.
It sounds like a great thing. It really does. So you can go back next year, not to defend your title on this one. You can go into the European one.
Against the European one. Yeah.
And you're going to do that.
We'll do that. We'll get.
Well, listen, congratulations. Thanks very much indeed for coming in and telling us all about it. The reason that you kind of got into it all was your video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
which is up on YouTube. And if you go to our Facebook page, we've now linked to that, which was a heck of a production, isn't it?
Oh, it was great.
You've got to see it to believe it.
It's very good. It's very good. There's a bit of nudity on it, I have to say.
Plenty of nudity.
And this isn't a BBC site.
The ladies will love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the boys will love it now, that's quite frankly. How long did it take you to make the video?
At Christmas, I think.
Yeah, we had to be in just before Christmas, so we kind of cobbled it together. Did all the filming in about a day, and then Simon Choppin, another team member, kind of put it together with his girlfriend.
Over the Christmas holidays.
Well, they did very well indeed, and it got you there, and you won it. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for coming in and talking about it. I appreciate it.
Toby Foster, bigger at breakfast, on today's BBC Radio Sheffield.